Wen, a 7-year-old girl, is on a vacation with her adoptive parents, Eric and Andrew, at their secluded cabin in Burlington County, New Jersey. While enjoying her time there, Wen encounters a stranger named Leonard, who seems friendly at first. Leonard reveals that he requires Wen's and her parents' assistance in saving the world. As Wen and Leonard spend time together, catching grasshoppers, Wen starts feeling uneasy when 3 other individuals arrive with improvised weapons. Realizing something is not right, Wen runs away to warn Eric and Andrew. Unfortunately, after some back and forth, the intruders enter the cabin and tie up Wen's parents. Eric sustains a concussion during the incident. Eric might want to reconsider his vacation plans next time and opt for a cabin with a better security system than a few ropes and knots. Not exactly the vacation Eric and Andrew had in mind, I suppose. Leonard and his companions, Sabrina, Adrian, and Redmond, insist that they have never met before this day and have no intention of causing harm to the family. However, they share a strange and unsettling experience. Over the past week, they have been plagued by visions and an unknown force that compels them to seek out the family. According to their visions, a catastrophic event is looming, a terrifying apocalypse. Leonard describes the impending doom as oceans rising, a deadly plague descending, the sky collapsing, and an everlasting darkness engulfing everything. They claim that the only way to prevent this catastrophe is for the family to sacrifice one of their own. They are warned that if they refuse to choose, they will be condemned to be the last remaining people on Earth after the apocalypse. Eric and Andrew, skeptical of the group's claims, believe that this attack is motivated by hatred and delusions, rather than any genuine prophecy. Leonard and his friends might want to consider alternative methods of communication next time. Sending a fruit basket or a handwritten letter might have been less alarming than visions of the end of the world. When the family stands firm in their refusal to choose a sacrifice, the visitors engage in a bizarre ritual. Redmond covers his head with a cloth, and the others brutally attack him with their weapons, ultimately causing his death. Eric, still dealing with his concussion, witnesses what appears to be a radiant figure amidst Redmond's demise. Meanwhile, on the television, news reports depict devastating tsunamis, which Leonard claims mark the beginning of the apocalyptic events. Andrew, as time goes on, starts suspecting that Redmond might be Jeff O'Bannon, a homophobic individual who had assaulted him in a bar, serving time in prison. Andrew believes that O'Bannon tracked him down seeking revenge. If Andrew's suspicions are correct, this is one heck of a revenge plot. Leonard, Sabrina, and Adrian wrestle with their guilt and question whether Andrew's suspicions hold truth, but they remain steadfast in their belief in the visions they have experienced. They disclose that Redmond's death has momentarily postponed the impending apocalypse. The following day, with Eric and Andrew still refusing to choose a sacrifice, the intruders make the decision to sacrifice Adrian. At least she didn't have to volunteer as tribute. The series of disasters persists, with a deadly plague spreading worldwide. Andrew maintains that these events are mere coincidences, suggesting that the visitors had prior knowledge of the news broadcasts. It's a shame there's no how-to guide for dealing with apocalyptic intruders. Sabrina shares her account of how she and the others were compelled by their visions to connect online, plan their actions, acquire weapons, and persevere despite their inner resistance. In a turn of events, Andrew manages to escape and retrieves his firearm from the car. He confronts Sabrina, firing shots at her until she retreats. During his escape, Andrew discovers Redmond's wallet, providing evidence to Leonard that Redmond was indeed Jeff, the person who had caused him harm. Andrew, realizing that the 4 intruders likely arrived in a nearby truck, assumes their tires were intentionally punctured. With this realization, Andrew secures Leonard in the bathroom, believing it to be a safe move. However, Sabrina breaks into the house, and Andrew inflicts a fatal injury on her in self-defense. Leonard seizes an opportunity to deceive Andrew, luring him into the bathroom and overpowering him, ultimately taking possession of the gun. "I hope Andrew remembers to check behind the shower curtain next time." Despite the ongoing chaos, Leonard proceeds with sacrificing Sabrina. Disturbingly, news reports showcase spontaneous plane crashes occurring worldwide. With time running out, Leonard gathers the remaining 3 individuals on the back deck as the sky darkens and lightning ignites the earth. Sensing the urgency, Leonard informs them that they only have a few minutes left to make a decision before it becomes too late. Shockingly, he slashes his own throat, sacrificing himself. Eric, finally convinced that these events are genuine, comes to believe that the intruders represent the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Driven by the desire to spare Wen from a devastated world, Eric volunteers himself as the sacrifice. He explains that he witnessed a glimpse of light before the visitors killed Redmond, and glimpsed a future where the world survived. Wen grew up, and Andrew was there for her. Eric believes that their family was chosen for the sacrifice due to the purity of their love. Move over, Avengers. The real superheroes are here, Eric and Andrew, ready to sacrifice themselves for the fate of the world. Who needs capes when you have a pure love that can save humanity? Reluctantly, Andrew proceeds to shoot and kill Eric, fulfilling the grim choice. Andrew and Wen stumble upon the truck belonging to the intruders, discovering evidence that supports their claims and experiences. They decide to leave and head towards a bustling diner in the vicinity. Who needs therapy when you have a plate of pancakes and a side of world saving? To their relief, the television at the diner broadcasts news confirming that the calamities have ceased and the world has been rescued from destruction. Revisiting the truck, they notice the radio spontaneously turning on, playing the familiar tune of Boogie Shoes by KC and the Sunshine Band, the same song Eric had played during their journey to the cabin. Filled with a sense of hope and reassurance, Andrew and Wen embark on their journey back into the world, carrying with them the memories of their ordeal and the knowledge that they have emerged victorious. Thank you for tuning in. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and tell us what would you do in Andrew and Eric's shoes. Smash that like button and hit subscribe for more captivating content so you can stay hooked for videos just like this one. Click on the first video here if you want to see the story of the man who is forced to relive the same day every day, or check out the second video for another engaging story that's perfect for you.